Ahoy there, cruise nerds! Welcome aboard to my channel, DCL Cruise Nerd. My name is Megan and I am your host. Today we will be talking about the DisneyMagic itineraries that were just announced last week, and Platinum Castaway Club members can start booking today. So let's go ahead and dive right on into some reminders. Alright, so it has been a little while since the last itinerary release. So let's go over a quick refresher on who can book when. So today, Monday, March 22nd, all Platinum Castaway Club members as well as Golden Oak residents can start booking. Now, on Tuesday, March 23rd, all guests who are Platinum or Gold Castaway Club members can start booking, as well as the Golden Oak residents. On Wednesday, March 24th, all guests who are Platinum, Gold, or Silver, as well as Disney Vacation Club members and Golden Oak residents or Adventures by Disney Insiders can start booking. Then on Thursday, March 25th, any guest either returning or brand new to Disney Cruise Line can start booking. I hope that jogs everyone's memory. Now let's sail away into the Mediterranean. Now it's time to talk about these Mediterranean itineraries. So first off, we'll start with the DisneyMagic doing a 13-night transatlantic itinerary that will leave Miami, Florida on May 8th and will arrive in Barcelona, Spain on May 21st. So there will be several days at sea in the beginning, and then there's going to be the first port of call, Ponta Delgada, followed by Lisbon, Cadiz, Malaga, and also Cartagena before arriving in Port of Barcelona. And that is where the cruises for the Mediterranean will start, and that will be Mediterranean itineraries. And those itineraries are as follows. The first one will be on May 21st, which will be a 7-night itinerary, and that is as follows. A day at sea, followed by the port of call in Naples, then Rome, Livorno, and Cadiz, and then followed by one last day at sea before going back to Barcelona. And then there's another 7-night that will be on May 28th, and that one will be a day at sea, Naples, Civitavecchia, also Livorno, and then one last port of call of Villafranca. And then followed by one last day at sea before arriving back in Barcelona. And then after that, there's going to be a repositioning cruise followed by that May 28th sailing, and that one will take place on June 4th, and it will actually end in Civitavecchia. And that one is a 6-night, and that one will start in Barcelona, Spain. We'll visit Villafranca, then Genoa, Livorno, a day at sea, and then you will go to Naples before arriving to Civitavecchia, Italy. And then there's one more itinerary that will be going to and from Spain, and that will be taking place on July 18th of next year, and that one will be a 5-night. So just a quick, easy, fun itinerary. And that one will go to Cannes, France, Civitavecchia, Livorno, followed by a day at sea so you can catch up on a little relaxation for DisneyMagic before arriving back to Barcelona, Spain. So those are all the itineraries that will be taking place from the port of Barcelona. Now, the next group is actually Mediterranean itineraries that will be going to the Greek Isles from Civitavecchia, Italy. Now, those dates are as follows. The first one is going to be on June 10th, and that is an 8-night sailing, and that will visit Messina, a day at sea, followed by Santorini, Piraeus, Mykonos, a day at sea, followed by a day in Naples, and then you will go back to Civitavecchia, Italy. The next one is going to be on June 18th, and this is a 9-night Mediterranean sailing with Greek Isles. That will start in with a day at sea. Then it will visit a port in Croatia by the name of Dubrovnik. And then you will visit Kefalonia, Chania, Piraeus, Santorini, a day at sea, and then one last port of call of Naples before going back to Civitavecchia. And then there is another 9-night Greek Isles sailing that will take place on June 27th. Now this one will go to Katakolin, Heraclion, Santorini, Piraeus, Mykonos, a day at sea, and then finally Naples before returning back to Civitavecchia. Now, one last Mediterranean with Greek Isles that will go from Rome is actually a 12-night, and this one is actually a repositioning cruise that will go back to Barcelona. Now, this one will visit Palermo, a day at sea, Santorini, Athens, which is basically Piraeus, Mykonos, a day at sea, followed by Naples. Then you will have another day at sea to kind of break it up. Then you will visit Livorno, Villafranca, and then Marseille. And then you will visit and debark Barcelona, Spain. So those are all the itineraries for the Mediterranean with the Greek Isles. And then the next group is actually European sailings and British Isles. So this will include Norway, Copenhagen, all those that we know and love in the UK area. Now, the first one is actually going to be from Barcelona, Spain to Dover, England. Now, this one will start in Cartagena, followed by a day at sea, Porto, La Corona, Bilbao, and then a day at sea before arriving at the port of Dover. And that is a 7-night Western European sailing that will take place on July 23rd. The next sailing is actually a 7-night cruise that will take place from Copenhagen, and this will take place on August 10th. And this is a day at sea, followed by Tallinn, St. Petersburg, Helsinki, then Stockholm, and then followed by another day at sea. I actually had the privilege to do this particular itinerary, and it's just amazing. And just one cruise is just not enough. So I would definitely recommend going back in the future. But I love this itinerary just as much just by itself, and I can't speak enough about it. So if you have questions about that particular itinerary, I can definitely answer. So definitely comment down below, and I will definitely get that in the next video. Another 7-night itinerary from Dover is going to take place on August 28th. And this will visit Amsterdam, a day at sea, Berlin, Copenhagen, Oslo, and then a day at sea before returning back to the port of Dover. Now, the next one that will take place from Dover is going to be on September 4th. And this one is a 7-night itinerary that will take place at day at sea. Then you will visit Ellesund, Nordfjord, followed by Eidfjord, Stavanger, and then a day at sea before returning back to Dover. So those are those itineraries. Now, another port or itinerary that will take place from the port of Dover is going to take place on September 11th. And this is the British Isles sailing. So there's only one of this next year. Now, or at least when they made this announcement last week. Now, this British Isles cruise will go to Portland, followed by Cobb, Liverpool, Belfast, and then also Greenock, and then a day at sea before returning to the port of Dover. Now, the next two itineraries that I am going to speak of is going to be longer itineraries from Dover, England. And this is an 11-night Northern European cruise from Dover, ending in Copenhagen. And this one will take place on July 30th. So it will go as follows. It will start in Dover, and it will visit Amsterdam, Netherlands, 2 days at sea, Tallinn, St. Petersburg, And then you actually stay overnight in St. Petersburg, and you actually have 2 days there. Helsinki, Finland, and then Stockholm, Riga, Latvia, a day at sea before returning back to Copenhagen. Now the next one is going to be on August 17th, and this is an 11-night Norway, Iceland, and Scotland cruise from Copenhagen, ending in Dover. So this is one of those repositioning sailings. So this is as follows. It will start in Copenhagen, and then there's going to be a day at sea, and then you will visit Olden, and then Malloy, which both of these locations are in Norway. A day at sea. Then you have Reykjavik, Iceland, and then you actually stay overnight in Reykjavik, just like the 11-night Northern European sailing was. And so you have 2 days there. Then you have a day at sea. Then you will visit Kirkwall, Scotland. Then you visit one last port of call, Invergordon, Scotland. And then you have one last day at sea to wrap up that amazing vacation. Then you will go back to Dover, England, which is where the cruise will end. So that is all the European and British Isles cruises that have been announced last week, and they are now bookable starting today. Alright, cruise nerds, thanks for watching. If you haven't done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, as well as follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and also Twitter for more breaking news and updates. I hope everyone has a magical day. Have faith, trust, and pixie dust, and I'll see you real soon on board.